Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So Sarah got into Sophia behind, lying about the sex of the baby. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out how she gonna keep this daggling and how she gonna keep on coming up with these lies and these inconvenient lies she coming up with. It's just like Sophia, just tell the truth. And it's a shame that Sarah had to basically knock that truth out of you. And all you had to do is, I don't much know how you let trash even talk you into this mess. Like, we know you want to get rid of the baby. We know the baby was an inconvenience to you. We know the baby ruined your whole senior life, your whole senior school year, college year. We know that. Senior year, we know that. We understand that. But to lie about the baby sex when you had the baby, just like Sarah put two and two together and realized that you lying. You said you had the baby this day, but your body says otherwise. You said the baby is a girl, but the paper say it's a boy. It's just like little like white lies like that gonna get you caught up. And what you gonna do when Tate gonna continue to have these pictures of this baby that you so-called gave away to the adopted parents? Like I said, these lies are slowly catching up to you. I'm not surprised the shot you got caught up by Sarah. I'm not surprised the shot that Sarah put two and two together and realized it. Like, I'm not surprised at all. Like, this little white lie, this mess that trash done got you in, trash is going to get you in a whole lot of trouble. And like I said, even if the baby did ruin your whole, senior year of high school, don't mean you just throw away the baby to the police station on the doorstep, where the fire department on the doorstep. You could have went the routes to, give away the baby and all that. You want to be messy and do it that way, and then you got messy trash on your hand, not making your situation no better at all. I hope you realize that this is why people don't mess with trash, don't fool with trash, and don't want to be bothered with trash. Trash could make you tell 1,000,001 lies, and you ain't going to be able to keep up with 1,000,000 of them. You might be able to keep up with maybe 800 of them. And then you're going to start getting caught up, and then it's going to blow up in your face. Then the real father going to come out about that baby. It's just like you just put yourself in a whole mess that wasn't even much that worth it. All you had to do is have the baby. If you want to get rid of the baby, that's fine. We understand that. Do it the right legal way. Don't just leave the baby on the doorstep, then go talk about I gave the baby away. Then you gonna send the alleged baby father a picture of somebody else's child. It's just like, Sophia, I'm just shaking my head at you, and you really think this could work for you. Trash ain't finna do nothing but cause a whole lot of trouble in your life you not prepared nor ready for. And I'm surprised Mrs. Choi ain't put two and two together and realized how she just gave away a baby like that. And you not concerned nor worried about that? It seemed like y'all just let her do this and get away with it. Just cause she 18. I guess, whatever. Like I said, I can't wait for the truth to come out. And just like Sarah, when Sarah put two and two together and realized she was lying about a whole lot of stuff, and Sarah got concerned and worried about that baby and told her, look, you can tell me the truth now, or I'm going to put the police involved in there, and then you have to explain it to them. So go ahead and tell me. I already know you lying. Your body told me you lying. So go ahead and tell me the truth now before I get the cops involved. After that, she ain't have no choice but to start singing in. And I can only imagine what she told Sarah. Because that ain't adding up and giving the baby to the adopted parents. And then on top of it, not only that, you giving away. Where did you get these fake pictures from, first of all? So you only got one fake picture, you ain't got a whole dozen of them waiting to send Tate? Sophia, I don't know what the hell trash thing got you into, But baby, you gonna realize and understand why Trash don't got no friends in Salem. You gonna realize that and find out that real quick. Keep hanging right on around her, let her get you into these little unbelievable schemes and scams, and you gonna see why don't nobody fool around or mess around with Trash at all. Like I said, you might get away with it this time, but that scam ain't gonna last forever. You wondering why don't nobody like Trash, why nobody don't deal with Trash, nobody don't want to be fooled around the Trash in their presence. Anybody that knows somebody that see Trash working with them, they gonna tell them stay away from that one. She's a crazy one. You wonder why Tate reacted the way he reacted when he found out that that was your lawyer. You gonna find out soon enough. See, you're a little hard-headed and naive, and you just trying to hand that baby out to anybody that'll take it. You not understanding what lifelong damage you doing to that poor baby already, and what you possibly could be doing to yourself, giving that baby away like that, and that baby gonna end up, like I said, you already done started out talking about saying you hope the baby don't feel abandoned. That baby gonna feel abandoned. That baby gonna feel very abandoned because you trying to hurry up and get rid of that baby for God knows what. You don't realize what you doing to that poor child. So you gonna have to deal with that in the long run, that by itself. Then sending that baby off to foster care already. Not even much a 1 years old yet. Not even much a couple of weeks old, and you already done sent that baby off to adoption. And left that baby on the fire department doorstep for somebody else can deal with it. Or you can get back with your life and worry about college. So you have fun with that. You already done ruined that baby life, in my opinion, getting that baby set up to be adopted. So that's already a no. And most people barely survive. You heard what Steve said. He already take the baby, then the baby go through adoption. So you already know that's gonna be hell for that poor baby. But yeah, you go ahead and live your life, enjoy yourself. I hope you able to enjoy your life the way you want to enjoy your life with a baby, without a baby. So you have fun with that. Julie got her necklace back and she didn't wait not a second to throw it in Gwen's face. Gwen wondering how she got her necklace back. Julie said that's none of your business and I ain't telling you. Good luck. You should have just gave it to her anyways, Gwen. You just trying to be petty, and now you running behind Xander trying to get like, is Xander your new mark, or are you just horny and lonely? Which one is it, Gwen? Cause at this point, you got money. You say you happy. Why are you running behind Xander again? Because he got money, or you're just horny? Which one is it, Gwen? Because it got to be one or the other. Why you keep on running behind Xander? I just don't understand, Gwen. You got that money. You so-called supposed to be happy. I'm not understanding. Xander done declined you how many times and you still running behind him, meeting him at the bistro, trying to talk to him, trying to have a conversation with him. He got to be your next mark. So Xander the next mark you running behind cause of that little one fling y'all had, and now he ain't got some money, and I guess Xander is your new mark. You could be in love with him or like him like that, cause y'all did have a thing in the past, but Xander having all that money, and with your thirsty gold digger behind, I can see you using Xander as your next mark, or your next money pit that you can fall into and get some free cash from. But then again, when you try to use Alice like that, Xander was the one that warned Alice about you, so I don't think Xander even want to go down that road with you, don't want to put up with you, or don't want to have anything to do with you in that particular order. That's why he avoiding you and trying to be nice all of a sudden, because I don't even much think Xander want to much play with you, because he know you're an opportunist and he know you running behind money. So yeah, I don't think Xander wants you like that, Gwen, and it's time to move on with your life. So you have fun with that. And good luck trying to get that necklace back. Just like Julie couldn't prove it was hers, you can't prove that it was yours. It was stolen. You happen to got it off the fencing market or whatever they do when somebody steals a necklace and you buy it from them. So you can't even much prove that it was yours. So like Julie said, good luck trying to get that necklace back. And I know that pissed you off to see that necklace around Julie neck like that. Sarah and Xander, they had a moment. They finally agreed to something. She signed the separation papers. Xander let her have forgot her baby name. Let her have her daughter for 2 days. Sarah had to go down all them flights of stairs thanks to EJ and his budget cuts. Like I said, EJ did wrong buying that hospital knowing he couldn't afford that bill. I don't know what the hell EJ was thinking, but he bought the hospital anyways. But yeah, he shouldn't have bought that hospital. I don't know what the hell EJ was thinking, buying that hospital knowing that stuff like this can happen and you gonna be liable for it, and you gonna end up getting lawsuits out the behind. And for Sarah to go down 6 flights of stairs, she said, toting that baby stroller like that, EJ, you need to do better. Like Rita told you. She told you to make some cuts, not all those cuts, and she already warned you about that elevator. Now Chad and Kat stuck in the elevator. So EJ, you got a whole lot of problems you finna deal with buying that hospital because you think that drug that saved Bo can be your saving grace and bring you in some money that you might have to give back to the hospital because all these budget cuts you're making. And let's say that drug do actually make you rich. Guess what, buddy? All that budget cutting you doing, guess where it's gonna go back to? The hospital that really needs that money. So EJ, I don't know if you really thought about that and you were thinking about that drug. That's why you want to buy the hospital, talk about making millions, but you cutting back money from the hospital. When you do make that meal, guess where it's going back, buddy? Guess. So you might want to rethink that, EJ. So yeah, if I was you, I'd get my stuff together, listen to Rita, the yoga classes, and cut all that out. But the main important stuff, that hospital needs his elevator. And the fact that you, like I said, you ain't gonna make no money off that hospital. You gonna end up putting it back up for sale or end up going under. So continue to do your budget cuts, I guess. It's hurting you in the long run. Like Rita trying to tell you, you turning about budget cuts and all this and taking away all this and doing all this, that you don't realize that the hospital need money to run off of. You cutting back the budget, and look at that. Look at the elevator, for instance. That right there gonna cost you a good thousands. So yeah, EJ, continue to be cheap. Continue the budget cut. It's only gonna bite you in the behind later on down the road. But you do you, I guess. Chad and Kat stuck in the hospital. Kat calm as a cucumber. Chad freaking out, losing his mind. Claustrophobic, don't like none of that. Kat say she done been there, done that. It ain't bothering her as bad as it bothering Chad. Are y'all trying to push them together for Chad make his exit? Cause that's what it seems like at this point. They always running into each other. They always manage to bump into each other, whether she out or Chad out, and they manage to bump into each other. Now they stuck in the hospital. Now they stuck in the hospital elevator. Are y'all trying to put them together and then break them up when Chad make his exit? Cause that's what it seemed like at this point. Rumors are circling that Stefano might be alive again. You know what? This is Salem. I put nothing past Salem. People assume dead, but they always come back. Stefano didn't escape death how many times now? I wouldn't be surprised or shocked if Susan right about this, and she end up, realizing that Stefano is alive. I wouldn't be surprised or shocked if I see Stefano. I wouldn't at all. This is Salem. Hell, look at the Kayla and Marlena situation where they supposedly died, went to heaven, and came back. Look at that. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to shock if John's still alive. His person that actor that plays him is dead. But I wouldn't be surprised to shock if they bring him back to life again. Like I said, this is Salem. Been there, done there with the death, thinking people dead, and they come right back to life. This again with Stefano, he didn't escape death 1,000,001 times. Wouldn't be surprised to shock. Wouldn't be surprised to shock is John back alive. Is John still alive, being held off somewhere, getting himself better, working himself back together from his burns he had. Like, I wouldn't be surprised nor shocked. And then Sammy coming back into town too. Oh yeah, Dave's got something stewing. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised to shock if Stefano's still alive. Nor John. I wouldn't be at all. I just say, well, that's Salem for you. That's Salem, and that's how it goes. Gabby on a mission to get back DiMera and also get back her famous Gabby chic. So she hires Steve to help her get it back. But while she had to convince Steve first to do the case. He didn't want to do it because it was Stephanie's boyfriend and he didn't want to hurt her or go behind her back. But then he agreed to do it. Once he agreed to do it, he did some digging and found some dirt. So now he's scared and concerned and worried that Stephanie then found herself another abusive boyfriend or somebody that's playing her or whatever he assuming. And Kayla had told him it shouldn't be nothing like that. He changed. He's for the better. He's not abusive to her and all this and all that. So yeah, I didn't know Stephanie had an abusive boyfriend. That's something interesting. I did not know she had one of those, but okay. And Gabby, like I said, keep your head on the swivel when it comes to getting back the mirror, because you can easily get back the mirror and they can easily take it right back from you. So keep your head on the swivel. Even though Tony ain't the type that'll do you like that, he want the company back, and he want the company back in their family. So I don't think he'll do anything shady. Now EJ and the other DiMeras might, but Tony, I think you should be 100% good with him. Not 100% sure, but you should be good with Tony, and you should be able to trust him for the most part, cause he's the good one. But just keep your head on the swivel just in case, Gabby. And don't sign anything without reading it all first. If you don't feel like reading all the fine print, tell your lawyer to read it. Hell, just make sure this time that you're not getting, snowed over and screwed over this time. Johnny trial started and EJ don't like Belle tactics. But you're the one that wanted Belle on the case and actually went harassing the judge and made the judge convinced that Belle should be the DA on this case. Okay, Belle doing her job. You don't like the way she's questioning Roman, Johnny, Chad. You don't like none of that. So when recess for the day was over, you go and tell Belle a piece of your mind. EJ, do you want her to be naughty or nice when it comes to this trial? Do you want her to pet or rub Johnny when it comes to this trial? Like Belle said, she doing her job. If she don't do her job, that would get her in trouble. She's just doing her job. Like she said, she didn't ask for this. You forced this on her. Cause she was finding okay with being recused from the case. You the one went talking to the judge and putting her back on the case. Then you, Johnny lawyer, you did all this, and then you questioning her tactics and what she doing. She just DAing what any other DA would do. Is it personal because it's her and I feel like she attacking Johnny, or you don't know how to control yourself? Which one is it, EJ? Because everybody else see it as Belle DAing, doing her big one, making sure she get a prosecution, making sure she dotting her I's and crossing her T's. What are you mad and upset about? Again, you put her on this case. They recused her from this case. Why are you upset that she DAing? Like, I didn't understand it why he called this up coming to there huffing and puffing at Belle. And like Belle had to tell him, look, I'm just doing my job. I don't know if you don't see that or realize that or what the hell going on with you, but I'm just doing my job. I'm DAing. I'm here to get a prosecution for this case. Whether you like what I said or not, oh well, suck it up. That's part of my job. I can't pet and rub my nephew while he on trial. I have to be a little hard behind on the job. This is part of my job. I have to question him. I have to do my DA duties. If I don't and I look soft, the judge might yell at me or fine me or whatever me. So I'm just doing my job. Why you mad and upset for? Like, I didn't understand why EJ called himself had to confront Belle like that. And Belle, you ain't telling him off good enough in my opinion. That's why I had to help you out there for a minute. Cause you gave him a little bit, but not a whole lot of none. Cause I would have really ate his behind up if that was me. But that's just me, Belle. And you in love with him, I'm not. So he would have got a whole lot better, worse than that. So you lucky. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you later. Bye.